The question is coming from Science Paper 2, 2019, Grade 12, question C1, that is section C, question 1. Iron is extracted from its ore in a blast furnace. So we are dealing with extraction of metals, specifically iron. This diagram you are seeing is representing a blast furnace where extraction of iron occurs. Now, an ore is simply a solid material that contains the metal that you want and the unwanted substances. So in this case, the ore of iron is the material that contains iron and some unwanted substances. So we want to extract it or to remove those unwanted substances to remain with only iron. So this is what happens. This is where it happens in the blast furnace. So let's go to the question. Coke and materials X and Y are fed into the furnace. So coke plus X plus Y are fed into the furnace. Now A, name the materials X and Y. In the extraction of iron, specifically the type of ore we are dealing with, the one I'll name, there are three things needed: coke, hematite, and limestone. So three things: coke, hematite, and limestone. So I'm going to first of all name X as hematite. Hematite is also known as iron 3 oxide. Iron 3 oxide. Then Y, limestone, or the chemical name calcium carbonate. Hematite is the iron ore. This is what contains iron but with unwanted substance, oxygen, and other things. So if you have coke, hematite, and limestone, you are good to go with extraction. So if you are given one, just know the other two are missing. B, what is the use of the waste gases? These. These are hot gases, the waste ones. So they are used to heat incoming air. To heat incoming air. In the blast furnace, only heated air is needed. So these, they help in doing so. They help also in heating the air coming in. Then C1. What is the reducing agent in this extraction? Now, to explain a reducing agent, look at iron 3 oxide. What we want at the end is just iron 3, not the oxygen. Okay, so how are we going to separate them? We are going to use a substance to separate them. So that substance that will separate these is a reducing agent. It is going to react with oxygen to remove it so that only iron remains. That's a reducing agent, okay? So now, the one that does this in iron extraction is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Next, C, C2. Describe how the reducing agent is produced, this carbon monoxide. Now, that's where coke comes in. Coke is carbon, okay? So, two things happen to produce carbon monoxide. First, this coke reacts with oxygen, then produces carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide produced reacts with more coke to produce now carbon monoxide. So two steps. So first, coke, which is carbon, reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide to produce carbon dioxide. Then the carbon dioxide reacts with more coke to produce the carbon monoxide now. So that's how carbon monoxide, carbon monoxide. So that's how it is produced. Two things happen. Okay. D. What is the purpose of each of the following? Hot air. Why is hot air needed? Well, hot air supplies oxygen that causes coke to burn up. So when now the oxygen reacts with coke, that's when, of course, the carbon dioxide needed to produce monoxide is needed. Then what about coke? Well, coke is the raw ingredient needed to produce what? The reducing agent carbon monoxide. So the purpose of coke, so it's the raw ingredient needed to produce the reducing agent. Okay, raw ingredients needed to produce the reducing agent there. Now, E, I'm going to answer this one in the next video because I want to use it as well to show how to balance equations. Before I end the video, I wrote down this, thought you might find it helpful. These notes that summarizes the extraction of iron.